Hi everybody, welcome back. It is time for part number 5 of my nail polish declutter series. After this one, I definitely have one more left of decluttering to do, and then I will show you my actual collection of what I'm keeping. Because if you haven't guessed it already, there's one particular brand that if you look in the description box I'm wearing, but it's not in this because it's not getting decluttered. So again, today we have 25 bottles. Like I said, I like to keep it 25 and under because otherwise it's a forever long video. So without any further ado, let's get into this. So first one coming to us is from Pure Ice. This is one of the two-step gel tech colors. This one is in the shade Sleek Peak, and it is a gorgeous pink color. I have, I don't know, probably 30 pink nail polishes, so we're gonna pass this one along. Next one coming to us is from Sinful Colors. This is in the shade Cream Pink. Again, another pretty pink polish color. This one's a hot pink, I would classify it. Again, so many, especially pink ones, so we're gonna pass this one along too. Next one coming to us again is from Sinful Colors. This one is in the shade Blue Sensational. This is a very pretty blue shimmery color. It's not too terribly thin. This one actually has some substance to it. It's kind of like a frosted blue with kind of that silvery iridescent shimmer in it. It is really pretty, but honestly it's just not a color I'm gonna reach for, so we're gonna pass this one on. Next one up is, apparently I have another one of these. This is the Pure Ice Girl on the Run top coat. I didn't explain this in the last video, but I'll go ahead and explain it now. It's actually pink in color, so it's not like it's been transferred from other nail polishes. You know how sometimes you'll put your top coat on a red nail polish and then you'll transfer that red back into your bottle if you don't wipe your brush down. This actually starts off pink in color, so it hasn't been, compromised, we'll call it. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and pass along as well. Next one coming up is from M.A.C. This is the shade Penny Talk. This one kind of breaks the rule when it comes to M.A.C polish for me. This one I'll give a pass because this is just the most beautiful light copper shade on the planet. I do love it. It's a classic from M.A.C. It's been around for a while. A lot of people have this shade. So Penny Talk I will definitely keep. Next one, this one's coming up from LA Colors. Again, I believe you can find these at the dollar store. They don't have a name of the color on it. Oh, it does. I'll be darned, right here. This is the shade Pizzazz. These are pretty, and this is a pretty pink shade. It's a blue-based pink. It kind of has a little bit of that hollow shift in it, and it is gorgeous, but it takes like 4 coats to get it to look anything remotely close to this. So I have other shades that are blue-based pinks that even do have this hollow shift. I think I just bought this on a whim because it looked pretty sitting there, so I'm gonna pass this one along. Next one coming to us from Sinful Color. This is a pretty color. This is the shade Aubergine, and it is just that deep plummy reddy purple. It's aubergine. That's the best way to describe it. I actually love this color. Kind of forgot it was like sitting in there. I'm kind of thankful for doing this whole series because I get to go through my collection and see what's been hanging out in the back and hiding. I think I'm definitely going to keep this one. I love this shade. It's such a good shade. Next up is another top coat. This one's from Sally Hansen. This is the Miracle Gel top coat. This is again one of those gel techs where you don't need the light. It is still in really good condition. I think I only used it once or twice, so barely used. And again, I do not like the brushes on Sally Hansen polishes. I know some people love them. I don't like them, but I'm going to pass this on to somebody who can get some use out of it. Kind of same thing here with this one. This one comes to us from Nail Aid. This is the No Light Gel top coat. This is actually a really good top coat if you're looking for kind of that, two-stepper top coat. This one's not bad at all. The only problem is though, it's dried out. Like if you can see, look at that. It's just stringy and it's not even dripping off of the wand. It's just old. They don't last forever. There's no need to try to restore this. This one's just gonna go to the polish graveyard. And I might as well get these guys all out of the way since I see them sitting here. This is the Pure Eyes Top Shine. This is the Lock It Down top coat, and this is the one that is also the gel tech that they sold to go with their polishes. I mean, I could pass it on. The poor bottle has just been tore. I don't know what happened to the bottle. Probably, I'm seeing little marks here. I'm thinking a puppy at some point in time had a hold of this bottle and just kind of was chewing on it. Fortunately, didn't get into it. I mean, it still looks like it would work pretty well. If somebody can get over the little puppy chewed up bottle, they're more than happy to have it. I mean, if you look through the bottom, it's almost full. I didn't use very much of it at all. So, I'll pass it on. Next up, this is coming to us from L'Oreal. This was one of their collection exclusives. It was a limited edition. This one was called Zoe's Pink. So this is for Zoe Saldana. This was supposed to be her perfect pink shade. It is a pretty color of pink, but oh my gosh, this stuff is so thin and watery. We're talking 4+ coats. I mean, I felt like it was kids' nail polish. Do any of you remember, like especially kids of the 80s, you would get those little nail polishes and they were not much more than water with food coloring. That's kind of how I felt putting this polish on. Yeah, this one, I mean, if somebody wants to fight with it, they're more than welcome, but it's a hard pass for me. This next little beauty here is coming to us from the Candy Johnson Sinful Colors collection. This is the shade Pink Velvet. And this, I mean, oh, look at all that pretty, gorgeous, glittery shimmer we've got going on. It is gorgeous. It is a pretty color, but this is one of the sugar polishes. So it is a textured polish, so you can put it on, you know, it feels kind of gritty. And like I said, it's a gorgeous color. It's really pretty. It's really good and opaque and a really good polish, but I can't get over that texture. Even with top coat on, you can still kind of feel the bumps in it, and I just can't get over the texture, so I'm going to pass this one along. Another one coming here to us from Sinful Colors, again from the Candy Johnson collection. This is one of the vintage mattes. This is the shade Peaches in Cream, and it is a really pretty nudie peach shade. It is really, really pretty. It's kind of right up my alley in shades that I like this. But I have one that's almost identical to it, different formula. You guys know the ordeal that I much more prefer, so this one I'm going to pass on. Next three little guys here are little. They're so tiny. This was from the Belle collection that Walgreens, I don't know if you guys remember this, what was that, like back in 14, 15, maybe even 16? They would put out these whole palettes on these princesses, and e.l.f. was doing the palettes for the eyeshadows, you know, cheek and face products. Orly was doing the nail polish colors, and Ardell was doing like the lashes. But they put out a whole collection of a princess, and this was Belle. And I have the nail polishes. I bought the little pack of them, and then I also bought the palette. But this one is in the shade Belle of the Ball. It is a gorgeous blue-based pink. God, I haven't worn this in a long time. It's kind of a little bit crusty at the top, but that's okay. But it's an Orly polish. It's actually a good polish. This color, though, I'm just not the biggest. Like, I have so many of them, and to have to keep track of this little guy, I don't know if that's really kind of worth it to me. You know, we'll put this in the maybe pile. This one also comes from that same collection. This is the shade Nose in a Book. And it's so, I love these bottles. They're so freaking cute because they're so tiny. And this is a really good blue shade. And it's like almost that Tiffany blue. Almost. It almost goes there. I actually really do like this one. Haven't worn it in forever because it's been sitting here. So I think I'm definitely going to keep this one too. And last but not least from that, there were 4 of these, but I'm not quite sure where the other one went. I want to say it was like a purple color, but I don't know where the little guy is. But this is the shade Be Our Guest. And this is one of those pinky, like orangey corally shades. These are my jam kind of colors. I love these coral pink shades. They really pop on my skin tone, especially in the summertime. I'm glad I'm going through this because I forgot this was in here. I love this shade. Definitely keeping it. Next up here we have from Sinful Colors. This is the shade Endless Blue. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I keep this color for one reason. And that is during 4th of July. I like to do kind of like my 3-stage bomb pop nails. It's almost like candy corn nails, only it's like the ice cream you get from the ice cream man, the 3-stage bomb pop with red, white, and blue. So, and I like to sponge that on. So I think I'm definitely going to keep this for that, because this shade of blue is just, I mean, it's just blue. There's no denying it. It's just the best, like, true primary color blue that I have ever seen in nail polish. So I'm definitely going to keep that just for my 4th of July nails. Another one here from Sinful Colors. This is in the shade Shock Candy. This is just that perfect, like, lavender taupe, kind of almost a little bit of grapple, if you will, gray purple color. I'm like, again, I'm saying, I'm so glad I'm going through this series and getting through these, because this shade is pretty freaking amazing. And I honestly just forgot that I had it. It gets opaque within 2 coats. They do really good on their cream colors. They really do. So I'm definitely, this guy's a keeper too. Another one up here from Sinful Colors. This is the opalescent color. So it was supposed to kind of have that kind of like pearled or opal-y type of finish. Can you see the wand? Do you see how thin? Like, seriously, this is so watery. This reminds me of that L'Oreal shade, or like I said, the kind of nail polishes we would get when we were kids that were just basically food coloring and water. This is very much like that. It's so sheer. And I mean, you could put it on top of something and be pretty, but I usually don't have time for all that, so I'm just gonna pass this one on. Next up here we have from Sally Hansen. This is the Miracle Gel. I believe when I bought this, it came with this top coat, so I only ever used it for the one time I used this. I was just kind of looking for a really good pink shade. This one is in the shade Shockwave. It is a pretty pink. It's got like some hot pink iridescent in it. It's kind of hard to see them. It almost looks like it's a matte shade, but it isn't. It does have some shimmer in it. It is a pretty color, but again, with me and Sally Hansen, it's that brush, guys. I am not a fan of this paddle style brush. I'm just not. I like my traditional nail polish brushes, so I'm gonna pass this off to somebody who will get some use out of it, because it's not gonna be me. Next shade up here, this is from Sinful Colors again. This is the shade Supernova. Now, this is a gorgeous, shimmery, iridescent shade. Oh my God, it's like it's got that taupiness to it. I mean, you can really kind of see it in there. It's kind of a little rose goldy, but I feel like it's more like a taupey type shade. It is their shimmer formula. It is a super thin consistency, but we're gonna make an exception for this one because I really love this color. I think it's gorgeous. It makes a really pretty top coat. This one I'm gonna make an exception for, Geek. Next one up here is coming to us from M.A.C. This is in the shade Cute as a Button. It is a pretty pink cream shade. It's kind of a coral pink, but it actually borders, I think, more on the orangey side. And again, you know me and Essie and Seshavie, they don't play well together. So I'm gonna pass this one along. This one comes to us from Sinful Colors. It's so bright. This is called YOLO Yellow, and it is a very bright yellow. I'm almost kind of like, you know, hazard sign yellow. It's such a bright, like almost a neon. Like if you put a white base down, this would almost perform like a neon does. It's not neon though. It is cute and all, but I don't do like things like nail art. Honestly, it's just kind of taking up space. I'm trying to really trim down my collection and where I'm storing stuff. So I'm gonna pass this off to a good home. And last but not least, this is coming to us from Sinful Colors from the Candy Johnson collection. This is in the shade Heart of Gold. It is just a really pretty glittery top coat. It kind of has the hollow shifts in it, you know, with all the different colors of glitter. It's not a bad one for just a glitter top coat, but it's a glitter top coat, guys. We kind of already know. We're gonna pass this along. So now let's go back to my maybe shade, which is this cute little guy here from Orly, the shade Belle of the Ball. I really really do like this. It is a pretty pink little shade. I mean, come on, it's from Beauty and the Beast. It's so tiny. The 3 of these little guys can fit in one spot, so I think we're gonna keep it. So out of this declutter, we are actually keeping 8. I think that is the most I've kept the entire series. So, you know, 8's not so bad. I think total I know it's less than 20 I've kept out of, what have I gone through, 100 and something of them now? So that's not doing too bad. So we're keeping 8. We have one that served its purpose, so it's going to the polish graveyard, polish heaven, polish whatever have you. And so then we have 15 adding to the collective, all going to a good home, heading to the box, being passed along. Once again, I of course want to thank you as always for spending a little bit of your time with me today. I truly, truly do appreciate it. I definitely have one more of the declutter to do, so that will be part 6 coming up. Then after that, we'll actually go through my collection of what I'm keeping. That may take 1 or 2 videos. I'm not sure. I'm gonna really try and get it down to 1, because this feels like this is taking me forever. And of course, as always, before you leave, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. You definitely don't want to miss out on any videos I have coming up. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.